The Charlotte Hornets would rather do a sign and trade with PJ Washington than sign into a qualifying offer. This comes from Jake Fisher's everybody's favorite reporter. And so my question to you is, should the Pistons get involved?
I think if Stewart didn't get his extension, sure. I'm not saying that, PJ Washington wouldn't help this team, because I think he would. He's that forward that you need. He's a guy that can shoot it pretty good from the outside. I think his defense is kind of underrated. But again, you're probably going to have to trade one of your big guys, or I don't even know what the Hornets would even want. Their roster is really, like, the way it's constructed is really weird, because they're getting Miles Bridges back. They got LaMelo, Brandon Miller. I really don't know what they would be looking for. I would assume a center, but they have a lot of young centers. I don't know. I feel like PJ Washington, if he does go to a team, I could see the Mavericks getting involved somehow. That maybe they do a sign and trade and send, Christian Wood back to Charlotte. I don't know. Like, I like PJ Washington, but if we didn't give Stewart the contract, I would definitely be interested. That's something you have to think about long term.
I say yes, though. I say no matter what, you try to make a move for PJ Washington. Show them that last stretch of games of Marvin Bagley where he had 18 or 19 rebounds in a game. Show them, look, dude, when the effort's there, this guy can go out and get you some rebounds. He's above the rim, LaMelo Ball. He needs a alley-oop threat, needs someone that gives him some vertical spacing. That's what Marvin Bagley can do. You give us PJ Washington, and I love PJ Washington's game, man. I've been watching more and more of him. He has another wrinkle offensively. He can be the screener, the roll man. He can make plays out of that short roll. He can even be the guy with the ball in his hands and make plays as the ball handler out of the pick and roll. And I think if you bring him in and you start him along Duren and you move Isaiah Stewart to the bench, that just solidifies your front court. That's a way better front court rotation than Duren, Isaiah Stewart, either James Wiseman or Marvin Bagley. I just think you have three guys that could start on teams playing good minutes for you in the front court. And Isaiah Stewart, like we've already talked about, he is versatile where he can play either the 4 or the 5. And the three-point shot is developing. The defense is there. The all-out effort is always there every single game. And, the fight in him is there. But I just think if you could add a guy like PJ Washington, you 100% do it. And then you just try to figure it out. Just try to figure out some trade that you could do to bring him in where you can clear the front court out a little bit and get rid of some of this money as well.
I feel like you'd have to get rid of either a Wiseman or a Bagley just to make room, because you can't have all of those guys on the same team. It'd be like a starting 5 full of bigs.
That's why you talk one of them up. You're Troy Weaver, you get on the phone, you're like, dude, I got this guy. He can play above the rim. He can rebound when he wants to. He can shoot the 3 ball a little bit. He's a lefty. I know you guys love those dudes. It's Marvin Bagley. Give me PJ Washington.
You might have to throw an Isaiah Livers or a Killian or something just to make it more enticing for Charlotte to even accept the offer. I don't know if the Pistons would want to do that, because I feel like they value players like Isaiah Livers. I think they still value Killian. Even Troy had mentioned him on the broadcast today, saying that he can't wait for, Monty to work with him. So I don't know. I feel like PJ's a nice player, but I don't really think the Pistons have a whole lot to offer to where, they're comfortable with making a trade for him.
I mean, if we got to – and this is coming from me. If you got to throw Isaiah Livers in there to bring in PJ Washington, but you can move on from Marvin Bagley, so be it. His contract will be up. You can sign him again. That's fine. Let him grow with another team, then bring him back. I'm okay with that. That's fine with me.
Yeah, the guy can score the shit out of the basketball. That's what I like about him, but he's just not a really strong rebounder. That's probably his only knock.
Yeah, but I mean, you got Duren there. He's going to eat. You got Asar. He's going to eat. Cade, he's going to get you 6 or 7 rebounds. It'll be fine.